Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 7 of our Toronto Mounties franchise, and we are on the road in Orchard Park, New York, taking on this Buffalo Bills team. And we are now 5-0 on the regular season. So, as you guys may or may not have recalled from last episode, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 50-0 in Toronto. So, I will have the link to that episode if you guys want to check it out in the description. I will have the link to it in case if you're new to this series or if you just started recently, this is your go-to. So, without further explanations, we will see you guys. We'll show you the uniforms first, and then we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, for the Toronto Mounties, they're the road team. They're going to be wearing their home uniforms on the road because the Buffalo Bills will be wearing white jerseys at home. So I mainly make the Buffalo Bills. The New Orleans Saints wear white at home for the most part. Sometimes the New York Jets, but primarily it is I'm always going to make the Saints wear white at home, but I will once in a while make the Cleveland Browns wear white at home as well. So without a sometimes the Arizona Cardinals too, but without a further ado, we'll see you at kickoff.
Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills versus Roethlisberger and the Toronto Mounties.
All right, now it is kickoff time here at Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, just right outside of Buffalo. And Antoine Williams has possession of the football. He's going to return a kickoff. He does get stopped, though, at the 36. So Ben Roethlisberger, he is stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode for this Toronto Mounties team. So he's going to really play the first quarter, and then we'll have Patrick Mahomes play quarters 2 and 3. So Matt Milano makes the first sack of the game for the Buffalo Bills. So that was a loss of 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 13 now. So Roethlisberger, he's back to pass, firing this one out to Smith-Schuster. He throws it incomplete pass there that time. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 13 from the 33. So Roethlisberger, he's going to throw this deep out to JuJu Smith-Schuster. And JuJu Smith-Schuster gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. Sheldon Richardson of the Buffalo Bills defense appears to be down and hurt. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Toronto leads at 7-0. All right, so the Buffalo Bills are using the single back formation, and they're going to throw this pass that is incomplete. Josh Allen threw that pass. They're 2nd down and 10 now from the 35-yard line. They're using the I formation, so they might run it with Devin Singletary, and they do. And question is, does he gain at least 2 yards? The answer is yes. So I thought he wasn't going to get any yards, but he did. Only 2, but it wasn't too much though. But Josh Allen, he gets sacked. Ball is out. Von Miller makes that fumble recovery. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So we're going to use a halfback zone weak formation. And Ben Roethlisberger, he's going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. So Bryant gains about 8 yards on that play. So this will be a 2nd and 2. We're going to use some inside zone featuring Mark Ingram II. So we're going to hand this off to Ingram. and he goes out of bounds at the 6 there, a gain of 7 yards on that play. So we're just going to go to the formations here, goal line, and I'm going to put in some Cameron Bryant, the Slippery Rock University product, ready to play some football. I mean, he's been impressive this season as he scores his first touchdown of the game. And he has 12 rushing touchdowns this year, so it's going to be 14-0 Toronto. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, Buffalo, they are going to run the ball with some Devin Singletary. So he has 2 carries and 7 yards on that play. We're going to use the zone coverage here on a 2nd and 5. So they're at the 35-yard line. So they're going to step back to pass. They're going to throw this one out to, I think, Knox. So, Dawson Knox. So 1st and 10 now for the Buffalo Bills. They're going to actually get sacked on this play. And we recover this fumble, and we're going to take it all the way to the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown. So Rodney McLeod Jr. with that fumble recovery for a TD. So he just runs it straight into the end zone. Nobody stops him, so that was a good play by the defense. Dante Hightower making that sack on Josh Allen. And this will be a 21-0 lead. We'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. All right, 1st and 10 from the 44. Josh Allen going to throw this pass, and that is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. So we're going to blitz here on the defense. 1st and 10. They're at the 40. So the Buffalo Bills are trying to look ways to get their first touchdown of the game. So Devin Singletary runs the ball, and he only lost a yard on that play. So this will be 2nd and 11. Clock winds down pretty fast here with only 3:03 to go in the first half. And they're going to step back to pass. They're going to fire this one incomplete, which should have been intercepted, by the way. I really would have wanted it to be an INT and take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. But 3rd and 11, they're going to throw this one, and whapa, interception all the way. We're going to take this all the way. Hopefully, nobody's going to stop us. And we get this one into the end zone. And that is a touchdown. So Richard Sherman, we just recently signed him, claimed that interception. So he takes that one all the way to the end zone. Great play for the first time in a Toronto Mounties uniform. Buffalo now has 3 turnovers, and after this 2-point conversion, we will take our break. So it's going to be a 29-0 lead for the Mounties. There was a hit stick fumble on the kickoff, so the return man lost the ball, so Bryce Hall recovered it. So that is going to be a 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes is going to play quarters 2 and 3, and then Joe Flacco is going to play the 4th quarter. So Brian Wagner claimed that reception, so that's going to be a 2nd and 3 now from the 23-yard line. Mahomes, he's back to pass once added, going to fire this one out to JuJu Smith-Schuster. He claims that reception. He gets stopped at the 15. All right, so Patrick Mahomes, he's going to throw this pass out to Brian Wagner. So this will be actually Rob Gronkowski. So he throws this pass to Rob Gronkowski, and the Mounties lead at 36-0. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, 1st and 10 from the 27. Josh Allen, he is going to throw this pass, and that is going to be a 1st down as the receiver steps out of bounds there. 1st and 10, we're going to blitz here on the defense whatsoever. So they're going to use the I form, so actually single back formation, my apologies. So Dante Hightower has 2 sacks defensively for this Mounties team. So they're going to throw this pass that's incomplete. 3rd down and 17 now for the Buffalo Bills. So they have not been doing too good offensively today. They've been losing quite a bit of fumbles and claiming that pick six from Richard Sherman returned all the way. So Antoine Williams, the University of Pittsburgh product, he is ready to return this punt. So 43 seconds to go. Williams ready to return. And he breaks one tackle along the line. So he is going to return this one. Will he return this all the way? And the answer is a yes, sir. He slides on in, gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, 88-yard return, 43-0. We'll see you in the second half. All right, 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line here in Orchard Park. Josh Allen, he has 5 for 10, 51 yards, and 1 INT today. So they're at the 36, 2nd down and 10. So they're actually going to run the ball with Singletary. So Singletary, he has 6 carries and 11 yards. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 10 for the Bills offense with only 3:28 to go in the third. So this means that Josh Allen, he gets sacked by Tyrann Mathieu. So this is his 5th sack of the season for Tyrann Mathieu. And this will result in a 4th and 16 now. So Antoine Williams will be ready to return the punt now here for Toronto. And we're going to return this one. And he is still on his feet. He gets stopped at the 37. So this will be a 1st down and 10. So we're just going to use the strong formation here. We're going to use a quick slant. And we're going to throw this to our newest receiver, Brian Garzoni, whom we signed from the practice squad. He drops that pass. So that is going to be a 2nd and 10 now from the 37. So Patrick Mahomes, he is stepping back to pass once added. He is going to fire this one out to JuJu Smith-Schuster. Get stopped at the middle of the field at the 49. So we use that quick slants right here on 1st and 10. Mahomes stepping back to pass. Throwing this one out to Smith-Schuster. And he is free of defenders. He jumps it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that will be 1,000 receiving yards this season. All right, so it's now 50-0 here in Orchard Park, New York. So Von Miller makes his 1st sack of the game defensively for this Toronto Mounties team. And the Mounties have been red hot today. They had a punt return for a touchdown to end this 1st half. Richard Sherman had a pick six, so Cole Beasley claims that reception, so that's going to be a 3rd down and 8 now. And they're at the 31-yard line, so they're going to step back to pass. And this is going to be an interception, so Von Miller claims this one, so he has 1 INT in today's episode. And he has not been off to a good start, Josh Allen. He's had 2 INTs in this episode, and Buffalo now has 5 turnovers. So anyways, Mahomes is going to throw this one out to Brian Garzoni. And 6 for 7, 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Garzoni claims his 1st career reception. So Patrick Mahomes, he steps back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Brian Garzoni. And Brian Garzoni gets his 1st career touchdown reception. The Robert Morris University product from Pittsburgh. Well, Moon Township, Pennsylvania, which is not far from Pittsburgh. It's a Pittsburgh suburb of Moon Township, not far from the Pittsburgh International Airport. So it's going to be 57-0 for the Toronto Mounties. All right, so now it's 1st and goal. Joe Flacco is going to hand this off to Cameron Bryant. And Cameron Bryant gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. And this will now be a 64-0 lead for the Toronto Mounties. All right, so this is a 1st and 10 from the 32. And Josh Allen, he is ready to throw the football. He's going to throw this one. And that is a first down. 7 for 13, 81 yards, and 2 INTs. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So this means Josh Allen, he is going to step back to pass. And there is a flag. So let's see. Stephon Diggs claimed that reception. There was a holding call. And he did get over the first down line. It's on Dion Dawkins. So we're going to make it a 1st and 20 now from the 43-yard line. And they get pushed back 10 yards because of the holding call. And so they're going to run the ball. And he lost 4 yards on that play, Devin Singletary. So this is a 2nd and 24 now. After the penalty, they lost 14 total yards. So 2nd and 24 from the 39. They throw this pass that is incomplete. 7 for 14, 81 yards. And this is now going to be a 3rd and 24 now. So it looks like they're going to step back to pass. And he throws it over Hill. So that's an incomplete pass. 4th and 24 now for the Buffalo Bills. We're actually going to do a fair catch here. And it's at the 8-yard line. So we're just going to use some running power featuring Cameron Bryant. So we're going to use the I form here. And Cameron Bryant is our superstar running back this season, coming out of Slippery Rock University. And he breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets that first down at the 20. So this is 5 carries, 43 yards. And this might be the final snap before the 2-minute warning occurs. So we're going to make this snap really quick. And I'm going to run the ball with Bryant. And Cameron Bryant, look at him run. Breaking tackles along the lines. Gets stopped at the 39. And he has 6 carries and 84 yards. So he's almost at 100 rushing yards this season. So I'm really impressed if he gets 100 yards this game. So he uses that juke move there, breaks a tackle, gets stopped at the 22. Now he has 102 rushing yards. So this is a 1st and 10. And we're going to use a PA comeback slide pass play on 1st and 10. Flacco stepping back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Brian Wagner. And he gets stopped there at the 4-yard line. 30 seconds to go in this football game. Cameron Bryant is going to run the ball, and he goes at the 2 there. He has 114 rushing yards, and we're actually going to fake this field goal whatsoever, and then possibly we're going to get maybe a touchdown out of this one. So Brian Wagner was the intended quarterback for this play. So they're at the 5-yard line now. We're going to use zone coverage. 21 seconds to go in this one, and we're ready to win. I am ready to stay undefeated whatsoever. Devin Singletary claiming that reception down at the 13. And the clock is winding out really fast here. And the game is over. The Mounties win it 64-0. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, perfect pass rating, 7 for 8 there, 3 touchdowns. Ben Roethlisberger had a touchdown. It was in the first quarter. And Joe Flacco, he was just 2 for 2, had no touchdowns whatsoever. Cameron Bryant, 9 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 broken tackles on the day for him. JuJu Smith-Schuster, 5 receptions, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brian Garzoni, 1 touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with a touchdown as well. So this defense, let's take a look at it. Dante Hightower had 2 sacks. AJ Espinenza had 1 sack. Rodney McLeod Jr., Rashad Jones, Von Miller, Tyrann Mathieu, and Matt Milano all had 1 sack each. Richard Sherman and Von Miller had an interception as well. And Richard Sherman had a pick 6, and Rodney McLeod had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. That made it pretty spectacular. An 88-yard punt return for a touchdown to end the first half, and he had 1 TD out of that for Antoine Williams. So that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.